Here we have a Razer Blade 14-inch RZ09 laptop that came in for no power. Let's read what the customer wrote, and we'll take it from there. The laptop will not power up. None of the basic troubleshooting fixed the problem. Took it to a local repair shop, and they said the motherboard was not getting any power, no matter what they tried, and deemed the laptop unrepairable. I have the laptop right here. We removed the fans, the heatsink, and the back cover, and of course disconnected the battery. And let's take it one step at a time. Based on initial inspection, I do not see any signs of flux or any signs of work anywhere on the board. The power connector is right here. And let's see if we can locate the power MOSFETs, a current sense resistor, and we have a big X fuse here. While at it, let's measure the fuse, make sure it's good. Meter in diode mode, and I'm not getting any beeps. Look at this, the fuse is blown. But the fuse does not blow by itself. There's something on the motherboard that caused the fuse to blow. If we measure for a short on either side of the fuse, I have no reading here. And we have a 0.168 reading here. You see, if that fuse was continuous, we would get the same reading here and here, since it's one line. But because the fuse is broken, we are getting OL here and 0.168 voltage drop. We know the fuse is blown, and we know that something on the board caused that fuse to blow. Fuses do not just blow by themselves. What's under this battery here, the CMOS battery? We have a MOSFET, but that's not the MOSFET that we are looking for. Those are the MOSFETs that we are looking for, right next to the current sense resistor. And we're gonna measure the drain. Let's start with this one. Look at this. The drain here is reading OL, and we have a short on this drain. We should not have a short on this drain. A short here is likely a V-core circuit issue. Based on my experience working on Asus laptops, Dell Alienwares, MSIs, anytime we have a short circuit on the drain of the power MOSFETs, it's very likely a problem with DR MOSFETs, V-core DR MOSFETs, very likely. But I've done a lot of laptop repairs, and sometimes we have a shorted capacitor or a shorted audio IC. We're going to use our NF.short voltage injection tool, and we're going to start at 1.6 volts. I have it set at 1.6 volts. And we're going to monitor the board under a thermal camera. I'm going to inject voltage at the shorted drain of the second MOSFET, and we're going to monitor the board under a thermal camera and see if we see any heat spots on the board, any indications of a short circuit. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that we like to go straight to the point. We want to find the problem as quickly as possible, fix, and move on. We have a lot of devices that we need to fix, and we want to do this as fast as possible. The previous repair shop deemed this laptop a no fix. Right now, I found a short circuit on the board, and we're going to inject voltage at the drain. Look at this. I'm injecting voltage right here. That's my probe, right where my finger is. Okay? And I see something hot all the way right here. Right here. What's this? Oh, a DR MOS. I do not think I ever worked on a board with this layout, and I do not believe I have a donor component to use from another board if in fact the problem is this DR MOSFET. We did inject voltage at the drain of the second MOSFET, and this component got hot. So very likely we have a problem with this DR MOS. We see this problem not only on Razer laptops, but we see it on Asus laptops, we see it on video cards. And we have almost every DR MOSFET that you can think of in the shop here, except for this one here. That's likely a 60 amp output per phase, DR MOS, MP, NP85, MP, MPNR 8694. 8694. This one looks like a 5 to me. This one looks like a 5, but this one looks like a 6. 8594. Probably it's an 86, not an 85. Yeah. Yeah, 8694. MP and R. Let me look up MP and R. 8694. So it's a DR MOS, high side, low side FET and driver. And this one should have an output of about 60 amps. Yeah, right here. The MP8694 is a monolithic IC approach that drives up to 60 amps of current per phase. Just like other high-end gaming laptops and video cards. Let's go back to that chip. Right there. I'm going to start by desoldering the chip and see if that will fix the short. Out. The chip is out. Let's check. Do we still have a short? Oh, we still have a short. I honestly thought that by removing this component, we're going to get rid of the short, but we still have a short. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is a crack. Holy moly, I thought that was a wet spot from the thermal pad. We have the same here. Those two DR MOSFETs are cracked. Look at this. It's a crack on the chip, and that's a crack. We got it. The DR MOSFET that we removed may still be good, or maybe it's bad. Who knows? Let's desolder this DR MOS and the one on top. Both of them are cracked, and we need to change both. Look at this. It's cracking in half. What about the ones on top? Do we have a crack here? No, no. And what about the first one that we removed? Maybe I overlooked the crack. And this one looks good. So this one may still be good, but I think we're just going to order a batch of those ICs and solder them back on the board. We removed 3 of them. And we're going to measure for a short. Do we still have a short? And yes, the short is gone. Right now the board is still hot. I'm reading 0.2 voltage drop, and the reading is going up, 0.21. It's going to eventually reach about 0.3, 0.4, but we got rid of the short. We did it. We got it. We got rid of the short. I'm going to have to order those chips. I do not know if they sell them on Mouser or DigiKey. I cannot order from DigiKey because of my name, so I'm going to have to see if we can order those ICs from Mouser. If not, then I do not know who carries them. We may have to get them from China, unless we are able to find donor boards that have the same chips. Looking at DigiKey, we cannot buy them out of stock, and looks like we can only get them from AliExpress. So right now we cannot order the chips locally. We're going to have to order them from AliExpress or from China, and it's going to take between 2 weeks to 2 months to get the chips, unless I'm able to find the same chips off a donor board from some laptop or some video card. I'm going to have to look and see if we can do that, but we're going to have to open up a lot of laptops, a lot of video cards, and see if we can find similar chips. I have not worked with those chips before, so I think it's a good idea to stock them. We need 3 of them, and we need to replace the blown fuse, and that's not a problem. We do have that one, the X fuse. And that's it. If replacing the 3 chips and the fuse does not fix the problem, then most likely we have a dead CPU, in which case we're going to deem this laptop a no fix. But first we need to try to replace the 3 chips and the fuse, and hopefully we can get this laptop to work again. I'll probably do a part 2 just to let you know if that laptop worked or not. But for the time being, we're going to put it on the side until we are able to get our hands on those ICs. That's it. We're going to end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.